Today I'm unboxing every LEGO minifigure from the new Dungeons & Dragons collectible series, but with a twist. I built a whole campaign around these characters where I'll roll the dice to fight them, befriend them, and more as I make my way through a magical land to fight the final boss at the end. You know me, I like telling stories, and the main character of this story is going to be number 4. All right, let's see who we're stuck with for the rest of the video. I'll explain this in a bit, but first we'll see. Oh, it's this ugly guy, okay. So this is Zast Ham, and he's gonna be our protagonist for this adventure. He's got this really cool, oh, that's awesome, this classic LEGO skeleton printing on a transparent red head, holding that in his hand, and then the other hand he has this fire thing that if you push on it, he can shoot fire. Can he knock over any boxes? Absolutely not. But the thing I was most curious about, if this series was gonna have a unique base plate, and it does, it has this kind of cool cobblestone printing there. He's got his nice little dress there, very fancy gold printing on him, even on the back of his head. Yeah, you know what? All things considered, this is not a terrible protagonist. And he even comes with a cape. 2 capes even, of course I forgot him. Yep, he looks a lot more legit with those capes on. Yeah, our boy Zast Ham is going on an adventure. We're gonna represent him with this micro figure and bring him into the land of Ligonia. He's actually the same color as these houses in the village he's a native in, Moss Swallow Village, where is the only peaceful part of the land. Every other area of the world's been infested by monsters. And Zast has been pretty content just living a peaceful life until one day this old man, Cecil, came to him with a request. His beautiful wife was captured by monsters and dragged off into the forest over 40 years ago. He never had the courage to go after them, but before he dies, he wants to hold her wedding ring in his hand one last time. And he believes it's located on the top floor of Cragstone Keep on the other side of Ligonia. And Zast Ham is just the man or skeleton thing for the job. Before he embarks on his journey, he stopped at the local shop to buy some food. And let's see who the shopkeeper is. Oh, perfect! I literally could not have asked for a better shopkeeper. This is the Elf Bard. And it looks like you have 2 different options for faces. It can be a guy or a gal. Let's make it a gal. We got some very luscious locks there with the ears. I always love having these ears on fantasy figures. Very fancy back printing. We've got a, ooh, I thought this was just gonna be the normal loot like the Troubadour had in Series 22, but it's all fancy and printed. That's awesome. It even matches like her design. Fancy little pink neck scarf that matches her gloves. Oh, this figure's great. And the pants look amazing too. And she gets a sword to fend off people who are trying to steal from her shop. So Zast here is trying to buy a single pie from the Bard's shop. And now I finally get to describe these stats on the back of the thing. So this is these are Zast's stats, that's hard to say. He's got 14 health, 0 attack, that's not great, and 19 charisma. So you know what? Based on some of the other ones, not too bad. This is my first real experience with Dungeons & Dragons, and I already made a spreadsheet marking out all the stats for the figures. So this one is right in the middle, which is perfect actually. And let's see what the Bard's stats are. Man, she's got a lot of charisma, not great attack, and more health than I do. So my options are to attack her, to get the pie just without paying, or to try to convince her to become part of my party, but she has so much charisma that I don't know if that's gonna happen, so I might end up attacking her. I'm so sorry. So let's roll the dice. Oh, and we got a 12. So that's not enough to kill her. Now it's her turn. She's got -2 attack, so that's gonna take off 2 off this dice roll. Let's see what she does to us. 10, oh no. So that does 8 damage to us. We're both at 6 health. Let's see if this dice roll can do it. 17, easy. All right, she's dead. Zast has taken his pie, he's on his way. He's really hurting though, so he might end up eating this. Let's say the pie heals 4 health. Oh, great. So now we're at 10. We desperately need to find someone that has low charisma that we can add to our party before Zast here just dies. But here we're at the Mirebrook River, a raging river that would take like 15 to cross. I'm not even gonna attempt that, but as Zast was walking along the shore of the river, something leapt out of it. And that's this thing. Let's see who it is. Oh, okay. So this is Tasha the Witch Queen, and she's got some very fancy printing. I love the dark gray, brown, black combo with like the red accent. She's very, very happy for some reason. There's her alternate face. She comes with this exquisite hat piece. This might have come in the Hocus Pocus LEGO Ideas set, but just the flowing hair and the hat dual molded combo, always a treat to see. Got a very fancy spell book that reminds me of the one from Agatha in the Marvel series with like a teeth spell. And then do we just like stick this in the pot? That seems kind of unfortunate that it's not connected to anything, but she's got a bubbling cauldron full of all sorts of stuff. Yeah, this is a cool figure. Oh, she's got really low health and charisma though. Why is she so terrible? This was like the worst one. Oh, I'm sorry, Tasha. I don't know how much good she'll do if I add her to my party, but she's one of the best chances I've got. So let's roll the dice and see how this encounter goes. Also, what was she doing in the river? 5. She was not being super charismatic, that's for sure. We've convinced Tasha to join our party. Hi, so I'm editing the video right now, and obviously 5 is not more than 8. She had 8 charisma, and I needed to roll 8 or above to get her into the party, so I don't know how I messed that simple thing up, but just ignore that and subscribe, please. So Zast and Tasha continue on their way, and in order to go around the river, they have to go through the Geffelmock Glen, this terrifying woods with lots of monsters in it. Let's see who they find in there. I have a good feeling about this one. It's going to be... Ooh, only 4 pieces in this guy, but it's very, very specialized pieces. This is the Mind Flayer. He's got like an octopus. Look at all those tentacles. Oh, the back of his head's all wrinkly. This is cool. And it's in like this light lavender color that you never really see. He's got another dress piece, very fancy. What does the torso look like? Oh, it's like shiny printing too. That's awesome. And my favorite part about this figure is this little like brain pet thing. Again, I'm not super familiar with D&D, so I don't know what this is. I still don't know, but I discovered that it can actually fit on a minifigure head. That is amazing. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. All right, back to the video. It's got a tail? Ew. But he's got that. We'll actually give this guy 5 of all stats too. So he's a little bit of a help to this guy. What were this guy's stats? Ooh, 20 health, 11 wrist. Okay, we're gonna convince him. We're gonna get the Mind Flayer on our team. Hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. All right, I changed my mind. I wanna kill him. So we're gonna start with our boy Zast attacking. He's gonna roll a nat 20. So that completely kills this guy, and then the Brainchild still has 5 health left. So he's gonna make his attack. He's got an attack of 5. Let's see what he does to Zast. 11. Okay, I think that kills Zast. That's no good. All right, it's Tasha, you're our only hope. We got 8 health on you, -3 attack. It's not looking good, but we'll do one final roll. 13, and that kills it too. So, man. Tasha is now our main character. Zast is dead, Mind Flayer's dead, and Tasha has 8 health as we embark onto the next chapter of our journey. Guess we need to replace our avatar with a new Tosh-colored one. She finds herself at the base of Mount Bickerat. Inside this cave at the base here, there's wailing and screaming that she can hear from inside. Doesn't want to deal with that, so she climbs the mountain instead. And there's someone she finds on top. This guy. Let's see who it is. We have none other than the Eagle Man here. Oh, this is perfect. I had to look up how to pronounce this one. It's Aarakocra. Aarakocra. Yes. I'm just gonna call him Eagle Man because he's got these amazing eagle wings. Oh, this is awesome. In the past, trying to build Lego Angels, I've either used chicken wings or like these separate wing pieces that are really hard to connect to minifigures. So this is gonna be perfect for that. He's got some nice torso printing. This reminds me of the Sky Pirates from Ninjago, actually. Eagle head, that reminds me of Chima. This is just callbacks to Lego's original themes, and then these legs are cool as well. And he's got a little, oh, it's a little dog. I did not expect that. Again, no knowledge of who this is, but he looks awesome. And he's got a bow in his hand. But the main question is, what is Tosh gonna do with him? Let's see his stats here. He's got 11 health and 28 charisma. I don't think you're gonna convince her. We have to kill him. Tasha's got 8 health to her name. Oh no. This pretty much just comes down to getting a good roll or we're screwed. So Tasha's gonna roll a 7. That does 4 attack to him. And all he needs is a roll of 6 to kill Tasha. And then I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay, so Tasha is dead, but her magical cauldron has the chance to revive her, but she needs a 10 or above. Oh, exactly a 10. Okay, Tasha's back. She's got her full health again. And Eagle Man Aarakocra is down to 7. So she's got one health on him. Is little dog an attack? All right, we'll give the dog an attack of plus or minus 3. It's kind of a weak guy, but he's just kind of cute. 10? Okay, so she's down to 1 health again. That's great. And she needs a roll of not, oh no, why is her attack so weak? She needs a roll of 10 or above to kill Aarakocra. 20, let's go. All right, Eagle Man, not only is he dead, he also drops his wings. And so Tasha acquires a new upgrade that doesn't quite fit on her, but she's got the right spirit there. And she gets the dog. Aarakocra just got bodied. Take that for having a weird name. So here Tasha is at the top of Mount Big Rat. She's got her wings and she had an idea. She could glide all the way to the top of Cragstone Keep, and that's where the ring is being held. But we're gonna roll to see how strong the wind is. 14, uh-oh. So she leaps off the mountain, but the wind is so strong, it blows her into Dunraw Dunes over here. She's hurting, the little dog's thirsty. We really need an easy win here. So let's see who they find in the desert. I don't like those stats already. It's going to be, ooh boy. This is the Gith Yankee Warlock. Try saying that 10 times fast. Look at this. This reminds me of Doctor Strange with the coloring, all the printing. He's got like a moon pouch and some like runes on his belt. Very, very fancy. Some bottles and a key in his back pocket. Wow. Very fancy shoulder armor. I'm going with the male version this time, but the female face is cool too. And they have alternate faces. That's just amazing. It comes with 4 expressions. This head that reminds me of like Monkey King with the ears. And what's crazy, I just realized, is that the series is mixed between yellow and like normal like skin tones. Yeah, that's really weird actually. I didn't even, because I was confused. I built this old man Cecil and I gave him yellow skin because that's what I have the most heads of. But I was thinking, oh no, he's out of place because they have realistic skin tones. But then we got this guy is yellow here. I don't know what's going on. He's got a sword that we finally need to look at the instructions how to build. I saved this till like the middle of the video because I don't like, you know, how long it takes at the beginning. But this is amazing. Wow. Oh, they've got like a glow on them to like signify if they're good or bad. I have not been going by that in the slightest because I've had a bad guy, and we killed a bad guy. We killed a good guy, and then we just killed a good guy. But we're just gonna ignore that. These are some fancy things, and it also shows. So this has orange skin. Maybe they're just they have like mythical like colors of skin in Dungeons and Dragons, like purple, orange, yellow is just one of them. It doesn't even have anything to do with Lego. And then we've got like the normal skin tones for the rest of the figures. That's probably what's going on. I did not read these instructions earlier, not to shoot in the eye. But where are we looking at? We've got this guy here. He's got like an eyeball staff right there. This reminds me of the eyes from Super Mario 64. And that goes in this hand, and then he just has a single knife in the other hand. Yes. First time I've ever seen this knife mold, and we get 2 of them. 2 of a lot of good pieces in this figure. Very nice one. This is probably one of my favorites so far. But his stats are absolutely not my favorite. 17 health and 28 charisma. What on earth? This man is the guardian of the Dunraw Dunes, and he is not letting Tasha past him. I guess I never said what this guy's health was. Just because we're hurting, I'm gonna give him an attack, or no, he has a weak attack. He's like a -3 attack, but he's got 20 health, okay? So that'll keep us alive for a little bit longer. Tasha's down to 1. This guy's got 17. I don't think this is gonna go that well, and we're not convincing him, so we're gonna have to attack again. 5, -3, 2. So he's still sitting at 15. Wonderful. Then he uses his eyeball staff to attack, and he does damage of 18. Why? Oh, and it hits the dog instead. What a travesty. So the dog's down to 2 health. Tasha's down to 1. Oh no. And the dog, I guess it's the dog's turn to attack. He's got a really weak attack, -3. Okay, so he does -1. He heals this guy. So he's back up to 16. This is not going well in the slightest. He attacks again. Does 16. Why do they all kills Tasha, kills the dog. We're hurting, but the magical cauldron has a chance to revive. Needs a roll of 10 or above. Come on, magical cauldron. Your only hope. Oh, it did 4. So I guess we just lose. Until the eyeball and the warlock staff started to twitch. It knows where it came from, and it actually came from the skull that Zast was holding. This guy's missing 2 eyes, and this is one of them. A new challenger enters the arena, and this guy's got +4 attack because it's a red skull, so it's very, very spicy, and we're gonna need it, I think. So we're gonna make our attempt. 9 + 4. We did 13 on him. We're gonna give this guy 15 health as he defends against this next attack. 10, he's down to 5. All right, one more roll to kill him. 11, let's go, +4. He's gone, he's out of there. And so we've got Red Skull, the only one left in the Dunback Dunes. Oh, that's kind of funny, actually. There he is. Carrying on the legacy of Zast and Tasha. This is rough. What happened to Cragstone Keep? Here it is, fell off in one of the more violent dice rolls. Okay, Red Skull made it his way all the way to the entrance of the Cragstone Keep. And now only one thing stands in his way. This one. Please be weak, please be weak, please be weak. Who's the figure? Ooh, Strad von Zarevich. Probably very strong in actual D&D, but in my lore, he's got very high charisma, very low health. We are gonna be able to attack him. That's wonderful. Whoa, he's got some fangs there. A very fancy, like, fur thing that kind of goes onto his arm printing. Legs, very shiny. I've said this before. I love shiny printing. Got a little cape on the back. See, I don't even need to put his real cape on because he's got the cape printed on. This very cocky grin there. Very fancy hairstyle. A black rat, amazing, classic sword, and a goblet. I'm giving the rat a health of 1 because we just need to make our way into Cragstone Keep. We're not doing well. First thing Red Skull does is cast a spell and make all these guys like stand up again because they look so bad in the background. We're gonna clean things up a bit because it's just been a mess here. All right, let's see what he does. 6, so he does 10 attack. That kills him and the rat. Wonderful. Nice easy win as we make our way into Cragstone Keep. So the keep's actually got 3 different levels and we enter on the ground floor here. There's staircases leading up to the top floor and down to the basement. And who do you think Red Skull finds on this floor? None other but this guy. Ooh, orange skin person. This is the Teeling Sorcerer. I love the purple printing on this and all the gold bits too. It's got a male and female variant. We'll do the female one. Give her a tail. This always looks a little bit ugly given that orange line there. Doesn't quite fit in with the color scheme it's got going on, but obviously it does match her orange skin. Very fancy alternate printing on their faces there. Ooh, I like this guy's angry face. And these weird horn things. Oh wow, they go super far back. And then a little ponytail. And then she's got like 3 prongs of magic and a baby red dragon. Why does everyone have all the cool things and then my party just consists of a disembodied head? This is terrible. But we'll see how this goes. What kind of stats are we looking at? 5 charisma. All right, we're gonna bring her on our party. All right, the dragon adds nothing to the equation. We are going to convince the sorcerer to be part of us. All right, please. All we need is a roll of 5 or above to bring her on. No. Why is my luck so terrible? All right, does not help. He's got down to 5 health. She's got +2 attack and does 4 attacks, so 6. Great. Great. Skull is dead. Is there anyone else left? Well, not only was this his eyeball, but the brain was his brain inside the skull. So the brain comes on for extra backup. All I need is a 5. Use your brain and convince her with your reasoning skills. Come on. 17! Brain has successfully convinced the Teeling Sorcerer to become part of our party and just help us out because we are struggling. She doesn't have a lot of health. That's not great. But we made our way to the top of the steps and there's unfortunately a magical seal blocking the entrance to the top. So we're not able to go there right now, but we can descend down to the basement where we find the dungeon. So there's a skeleton in the dungeon and one more person down in the dungeon. And the skeleton looks like it has a message to say, but we can't actually hear it or read it, I guess, until we fight or befriend. Hopefully befriend. I love befriending people. The next person. That's possible. That's some good health. We'll see. You just gotta see who this is and if we want them working with us. Oh, it's the coolest figure of them all. Awesome. So this is the Dragonborn Paladin. He's the dungeon guard on the bottom of the keep here. Look at this armor piece. This is just exquisite. Super shiny pearl silver. Fancy printing. The shoulder, look at how buff his shoulders look with his on that. The pants are shiny as well. The shirt is shiny. Everything is shiny. He's got another bottle in his back pocket. Is the shield shiny? You know it. It's got a little shiny gold outline around that with a really cool dragon print on the top there. The shiny gold head with shiny print. Oh, it's so shiny. With some horns, some assistance from the instructions to build whatever this thing is. Wow. His sweet looking staff there. That is awesome. He's got a little dangly bit too. He runs a pretty tight shop down in this dungeon, and he's not gonna let these guys pass super easily. So technically we do have a better chance of convincing him than killing him because he has slightly less charisma and a pretty weak attack. I think we could do it. How much health do we have? Not much. Okay. So we're gonna have to convince him quickly with this roll of a lifetime. 16, look at that. We've convinced him to be part of our team, so now we've got the squad going. So the 4 of them peer inside the cell of the dungeon where the lone skeleton in there has a message scrawled on the wall. It reads, only the cave dweller can break the seal. None of these people have any idea what that means because they weren't actually there for that, but the brainchild kind of knows where the cave is, so he leads them out of the keep, through the forest again, and to the base of Mount Bickerot. Inside, the party could hear the screaming and wailing that Tasha heard earlier. They muster up all their courage and enter the cave to see what's making that noise. The answer, of course, is this guy. It's going to be the Halfling Druid. Huge fan of this figure. It's got the nice dual molded short legs with olive and dark green, fancy foresty printing, fancy foresting behind. He's got some chops, he's got a butt chin. I believe it's a new color for this bird piece, and it's even got like a forehead, like tuft of feathers. That's very fancy. But my favorite piece of all is this thing, like this antler hood thing. That's just incredible. He comes with his flowery staff that is very much taller than he is, and a cape. Let's see what it is. Ooh, very nice cape. It's dual-sided. So he's got the brown side on the one side and then the green on the other. He's like super camouflaged. Not sure why he's in the cave, but he's wailing and wailing. Actually, that's the bird wailing, we're gonna say. The bird is just screaming for some reason. And he also comes with an alternate female face, but we're doing the male halfling. The bird is screaming and wailing because it just wants to go outside, but the halfling knows he has to stay inside the cave to protect this staff. You know, this is very familiar to another series that I do. A forest-looking halfling has to hide a staff from the world. Anyways, he's got some pretty low charisma there, so I wish, where were all these? There's so many people with low charisma, and I was just facing like the super strong-willed people to start a video. So I could have built up a big party and then actually had a thing where I didn't have to cheat and get all the pets. Whatever, I'm over it. We're gonna try to convince him by seeing what roll we get. 17, okay, I'm getting way better luck at the end of the video than the beginning. Whatever. The forest elf has joined our party. He's still very reluctant to leave the cave. The bird is thrilled though. It finally gets to breathe some fresh air, but he knows his staff can't fall into the wrong hands. I'm sorry, this is this exact same story. The party makes their way back to Cragstone Keep, heads inside, and climbs up the stairs to enter the top floor. The halfling druid sighs, knows he probably shouldn't do this, but uses his floral staff to break the seal. And they get to enter the top floor. The treasure vault. Oh, it's all spilling out of here. Everyone gazes upon all of the coins and jewels in there, and then they spot, there's the ring on the very top, Cecil's wife's wedding ring. That's what they needed to retrieve. But there's also someone else buried in all the piles of coins. This guy, oh no. They're not gonna let them take anything unless they speak to this person first. Another dual head. Dual axe even too, wow. This is the Dwarf Barbarian. Another one with two faces, very angry, very happy. He's got like the chipped tooth there, going with a female variant. She's got like a scar even too. Does that pick up on camera? Not really. Fluffy coat with a little axe necklace thing. Why does she need two belts? That's a little bit extra. But she's got like a goat horn caul in the back there. Very fluffy. We're gonna have her screaming. Give her a torch to see and under the piles of gold that she's been sleeping under for who knows how long. Oh, she's got like medium legs. That's fun. And this sick looking battle axe. Oh, that's awesome. With her hair all done up in a bun. Who dares awaken me from my golden slumber? She bellows, and the party is terrified. She's also quite strong too, so we're gonna have to kill her. Thankfully, we've got a pretty big party now, so that should be pretty easy work. Who's our strongest? We got the forest elf in front here. Rolls the first attack, and it's a 17! She's down to 6. Now it's her turn to attack. Plus 3 attack. She's very, very strong. Let's see if he can take it. He's 16 health. 2! Oh, she swings and misses. So that still does 5 damage to him. He's at 11 now. But now we've got, let's do Dragon Boy. Our paladin uses his fancy staff, swings, and bonks her right on the head. Does the 6 damage? Oh, -1. So she's at 1 health left. So she takes another swing with her axe and just absolutely destroys this man. He's dead. His body falls to the ground, covered in gold, and it's kind of hard to see because he's so shiny, so he is laid to rest in here. It's probably like the perfect place for him, actually. We got one more left, and his turn is after that. What kind of attack do we have? +2? All right, that's pretty much guaranteed, because she has 1 health. 7 damage. She's dead. The guardian of the top floor is now dead. So they mourn the loss of their dragon paladin friend, but they're able to retrieve the ring. Tiefling is thrilled to finally finish the mission, but the halfling bard knows the truth. The ring flew out of her hand and merged with the floral scepter, recreating that fateful day 40 years ago, where a much younger Cecil offered his new bride a magical bouquet on their wedding day. But what he didn't know is that the flower was cursed and transformed his wife into the final minifigure, the Lady of Pain. The once beautiful white dress transformed into orange with very fancy gold printing, by the way. That's kind of cool. Oh, it's even on the back as well. Her jovial smile faded into this abomination. It's a rubbery mask. Oh, that's awesome. With like yellow printing on the front. That's sick. Bound with a conquest to destroy Ligonia, she flew above the ground and gotta get the cape on. Called down monsters upon the land. Cecil knew he had to do something, so he grabbed a stick and sadly braced himself and smacked his wife in the head, knocking out temporarily. He called in reinforcements, the Dragon Paladin and the Halfling Druid, asking one to take the flowers away and never return, and the other to seal his poor wife inside of Cragstone Keep. He knew it was his fault what happened to his wife, his carelessness picking those flowers that did this to her. But he thought maybe 40 years later, he finally had a chance to make things right. It turns out he was wrong, though. The reassembled staff shot a beam into the keep's dungeon, opening the door and awakening the skeleton inside. It stumbled off and returned as the reanimated Lady of Pain, riding a dragon with absolutely cracked stats. This is going to be the hardest battle yet. So we're reviving the entire squad, all the friends we've made along the way, all the enemies we've defeated. Everyone is uniting under one cause to save Ligonia once and for all. Lady of Pain's dragon is so powerful, it's gonna take out 2 of the figures each turn. So we basically need to defeat her in 5 rolls or less. Here goes nothing. 15, all right. Come on. 13, okay. Let's go, let's go. 19, okay. She's at 3 health left. We've got 2 rolls. Surely we have this. No. All right, she's down to 2 health, takes out another 2 of our guys. All that's left is down to, what is this guy's name? Aoka. He just needs to roll a 2 or higher, and then we're good. The dragon can be defeated, and we can all just go home. Please, don't mess this up. Yes! Exactly enough. He shoots the final blow into the dragon's mouth, destroying the Lady of Pain once and for all in a fiery inferno. Aoka's not exactly sure what just happened, but he tends to his friends and revives them all one more time. Triumphantly, the party makes their way back to Mosswall Village, where they break the news to poor Cecil that his wife is still gone. But at least he gets to hold her ring one last time and treasure all the fond memories that he did have with her. And they all lived happily ever after, except for Cecil. Well, that was probably the weirdest way to unbox all these amazing figures, and definitely helped me get better at improvising things on the spot, especially when things went wrong. It probably would have been more balanced if I didn't make literally everything random, but that's what the main channel video is for, which you can watch right here when it's finished.